So our teammate there in that situation did not go for kickoff.
Hello there.
Hi there.
We are deep into Season 2 right now of Rocket League decision making, and today I am with a special guest. This guy comes back from Season 1 to show everyone how he's progressed. Today I am here with the Tank 8925. This guy is no longer a Silver 2. He's now a Gold 1, up to 140 hours played, and I believe I mentioned it in Season 1, one of the most analytical people I've ever met in my entire life. More so to the fact that we recently saw RLCS, and Frank here dissected everything and predicted the winner on day 1.
That was a great intro. Thanks, buddy.
No
Appreciate
problem.
that.
Happy to be back?
Yes, it was it was a fun ride to get to Gold 1. But yes, I am happy to be here.
I am so glad that you're the one coming back for Season 2 because, as I alluded to, we actually went to RLCS Season 7, the World Championships, and we saw some of the highest level gameplay, so I'm curious if that's going to influence these questions at all. Let's jump into it, though. Question number 1, I asked you this last time. I believe you said threes, but what type of game mode do you prefer most?
Threes is what I'm most comfortable with. I mean, like, if I'm trying to get better, just overall, I'll play ones. Ones, just, you have to do everything, so it kind of teaches you, like, good mechanical skills. But yeah, I'm most comfortable still playing threes.
Question number 2, this again comes from Season 1. Your overall style, last time we did this, in the Silver 2 rank, was kind of in the middle of the field. You wanted to be involved the entire time. Has that changed at all? Has that evolved?
Like, it's more so just knowing what to do and making sure I can execute. Like, you know, I'm not doing flip resets. I'm not doing the crazy stuff. I just want to try to just do fundamentally what I need to do when the situation calls for it. That's what I've noticed in, you know, trying to rank up, is that if you can just have good, solid fundamentals, that gets you a lot farther than I think what most people realize.
Let's ask one more question from Season 1, right? Do you warm up before you play? I want to say this answer was actually a not really last time. Has that changed?
Yes, yeah, it's definitely changed. I'll do free training for probably like 10 minutes, maybe 10, 15 minutes. And I've noticed, like, the difference is it makes me just feel more comfortable.
In Season 1, I asked, do you ever watch anyone else play Rocket League? And I believe you mentioned a few YouTubers and maybe even gave out SwasAye here a shout out. Being that we just watched RLCS 7, do you find yourself watching Rocket League a little bit more?
I was watching it a little bit more beforehand, like, both and, like, the serious stuff. Like, I really like Ferry. Like, watching him play ones is a lot of fun. Like, I know, is Johnny Boy, right?
Yeah.
He's the one that does, like, a lot of the hosting and stuff. So I'll watch his stuff. Yeah, I've watched more. I'll binge. Like, when I watch it, I'll, like, binge watch it.
So then, transitioning into that, being that we saw the highest level of gameplay, from watching that expertise in Rocket League, what was your major takeaway?
These guys are really good. It's honestly, like, it's really cool seeing the really cool stuff. Like, Squishy had, like, one of the most, like, probably the most amazing goal I've ever seen. I liked Ferry, so, like, I obviously, you know, I was rooting for Renault, and, you know, I rooted for them. But, like, seeing K-Dot play, the way, like, K-Dot was just doing really fundamental stuff, just, like, really good clears and always being in great position, like, that speaks so much volume, as well as, you know, maybe doing the cool flashy stuff too.
I really do think with that win, K-Dot might have solidified himself as, if not a top 3 player in the world, maybe the best player in the world. But let's jump into a few tougher questions. The Tank 8925. What got you into Rocket League?
Pretty sure it was you that said to download this game. You know, downloading is one thing, actually playing it's another. I love the simplicity. Like, it's so simple, but it's so complicated. Playing a game that almost functions like a game that's like a true competition, and seeing that come forth in having things like the RLCS and having, like, DreamHack and having Rocket League advertisements in, like, baseball stadiums and commercials and stuff too. Like, that feels a part of it too. I'm happy to support something that I've been doing my whole life, and I'm happy to see that it's finally getting like recognition that it deserves.
Okay, now you can only choose one, and keep in mind the highest level that we just watched. Mechanics or positioning?
I still have to say mechanics because, you could be in the perfect position, but watching the pros and how they just like ate up whenever an opposing team made a mistake, like you can't make a mistake. And I feel like, mechanics can trump position if you're just comparing those two.
We don't hear that one too often, so I'm glad to hear someone make the argument for mechanics. Now, question number 8. What is one thing you wish you knew when you started playing this game?
Just the general like strategies and whatnot, like with the positioning and everything else. Because I feel like being analytical, like mechanics take so much time to develop. But I feel like something like strategies and basic understanding of what to do in situations, like especially with me being analytical, like that's something that's a lot easier for me to learn. So knowing that on the onset of playing, I felt would have allowed me just to focus more on mechanics, and I'd probably be in a better spot if I did it that way than where I am right now.
Number 9, the tank. What is your biggest weakness in Rocket League?
Probably still just executing. I mean, it's I'm a lot closer, like if that makes sense. So like if I go up for an aerial, like I'm not like missing by a mile. Like I'm just barely like missing the ball. I felt like I've gotten a lot better, but I do need a lot more in that area.
And then the flip side, though, what is your biggest strength in Rocket League as a gold 1?
I don't think I have any strengths. like honestly, like it might seem like a cop out answer, but I don't, I'm not good enough at the game to know how to answer that. So I feel like, me saying that something is a strength, and then, like you watching the video and pointing things out, like maybe we can revisit that, like, after we look and watch and analyze the video. But I don't know. I think I make cool car designs.
All right, fantastic. Well, it's going to just be 1 second for everyone else, but for us, it'll be a little bit of time. We're going to play this game, then we're going to look at a few key moments, all right?
All right, sounds good.
We are back, me and the tank, a familiar face, 8925.
Yes.
I already knew it. I really didn't even need to. No big deal. Anyway, we are back. Let's watch some key moments. We're going to jump right into it. First moment actually happened surprisingly quickly. I suppose I shouldn't say too quickly, but as we're getting ready, the tank, how much of this gameplay do you remember?
I remember that.
Fantastic. So key moment number 1, actually right here. What were you thinking in this situation?
Just try to at least challenge, like contest, because there's 2 cars there, so if I can at least get it on the wall, or at least in the air, like I don't know where the third teammate is of them, but I figure if there's 2 there and I can just get it, like, at least challenge or contest it, then the other, you and the other person can figure out what to do from there.
Okay, let's take a watch. We got a demo right there, and it looks like a clear over the face of goal. Now, I picked out this this key moment for a specific reason, but are you okay with that clear in that situation, with that demo and then that clear?
Not knowing where the third person is, probably not, but the one teammate was right there. So if I do hit it in that direction, it needs to be more of a pass that can,
Okay.
not like a rocket
Yeah.
pass there, because I'm essentially like just setting up the other person if they're in position.
Fantastic. So let's run some gameplay. And you and this teammate are gonna have a battle for definitely some of this. Do you remember that at all?
Yeah, he wasn't the best teammate. Currently, wasn't the best teammate. From what I remember, but I mean, I missed the easiest aerial on kickoff, so
It's going to make for a very interesting game, that is for sure. This kicks off key moment number 2, and this specifically is not it. And at no point do I want to blame a certain teammate. It's just, it allows us to take a look. So our teammate in that situation did not go for kickoff. Here we are.
yeah.
You are now lined up with them for kickoff immediately after that happened. Game now tied at 1. What are you thinking in this situation?
I would think that I said either I got it or take the shot, but I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But, you know,
So are you still trying to communicate in this scenario? Or are you just going, hey, he didn't go, I'm going?
I can't remember. I mean, I would think that I would say, like, I got it or take the shot. Maybe I didn't, but that's what I, would hope to do.
The tape will tell, that is for sure. We are going to see two people go and you're going to back off.
Okay.
Simple enough. Are you happy with playing it safe and going up in that scenario?
Yeah, because you could back off, like with that. I mean, it's not, it's detrimental if you, if you go backward and then they go backward, but if you both go up, then it kind of like, who's going and who's stopping. This is casual, so I don't know if that's like the case.
Yeah.
But, it's something else.
It definitely makes it interesting, and the level of play in the scenario was a little bit higher than what you're used to. In this scenario, I want to know, right there, that ball is by you.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes.
But what we're going to see you do is grab this boost.
Yes.
Is that a conscious effort?
Yeah. Yeah, I generally try to do that. I mean, I know it's going to take me, like, a couple seconds to get back to whatever. And I did see that, I don't know if it was the teammate or you going towards the ball. So I'm like, all right, let me snag the boost and then, go that way and come back. So I don't know if it's the right situation for it, but I do make an effort to. If I'm on my opponent's side and I think I can snag it, I will.
Okay, fantastic. Now, in the first part of this video, we talked about you and I spent some time at RLCS 7 World Championships, and we saw a lot of boost steals. Do you think that influenced us at all?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So we're going to see you take that boost, and then right here, let me back it up just a little bit. We're going to see you take this boost, and then we're going to watch Pi of Ours is using his boost to go for that corner boost. He's about to realize, hey, it's not there. We're going to see him cycle around. Are you happy with taking that boost? Do you feel like that was the right decision?
Yes.
Okay. It's going to work out that you didn't quite hit the ball there, so he did get a shot attempt, but hypothetically if you hit it, he has no boost, and then yeah, so it's fantastic to know that sometimes that pays off. Key moment number 4, you get a nice little touch there on the wall. This ball's going to roll up. I want to know right now, what are you thinking in this scenario?
I saw you went over it, so
your teammate's missing.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I guess just don't. The only thing I'm thinking is don't like mess up like whatever it is, because I don't have a my reading skills aren't that advanced. So like I saw it slowly go up, but my brain is expecting the ball to change direction right now. So I'm gonna need like a half a second to realize that it didn't.
Okay.
So
let me ask you one more question. Do you feel like you're in prime position to do something with this ball in this scenario?
Yeah, if you hit it, my car is angled towards the goal, so I can just simply boost and turn however I needed to ball it.
Okay.
But if it just falls straight down, then
let's take a watch. All right, let's see what happens. You're gonna go up for this, and there's the teammate flying in.
Yeah.
Again, my whole goal is not to put anyone on blast ever, but give me your thoughts on that scenario.
It's kind of, it is what it is. I mean, granted, I did miss the shot, but I don't know if that was because if he bumped me or whatnot. But
okay.
I mean, it just and I realize this in casual, I play very lax in casual just because I expect other people to just go for it until I see otherwise. So I just kind of.
Okay.
But yeah, in that scenario, it's okay, dude, I'm right there.
Yeah. I think it's a good mindset to just kind of stay positive in that scenario.
Yeah.
Because
and that's just me not
very well could have been your ball.
Yeah.
Our last moment not too far away. I want to say that we might get one more before the end of this game. Now we're about to see the ball start rolling away, and I want to know in this scenario, in this situation right here, what's going through your mind?
Just try to get it straight up on the wall.
Okay.
So it gives you time. It gives time for you guys to get in position.
Okay.
I know I'm not gonna do anything fancy with it. I'm just trying to hit it straight up.
Okay.
So let's
take a look. So we're gonna see a pretty close play. He gets a nice little touch right there. It's gonna work out, but are you okay with I'll say the execution of that first. Or do you wish it was better?
No,
Okay.
not the execution.
Okay,
but
so then are you happy with the decision to attempt to go onto the wall and do the back wall defense?
I think so, because, I mean, it's, like, if I don't do anything, or I don't know my other side's not hitting the ball. Like, I don't know what other, thing to do in that scenario. Like, I don't trust myself to, like, maybe go for a demo.
Okay.
Or try to bump, because even if he gets some force on it, like, it's still gonna end up closer, and I don't know where you guys are at.
Yeah,
so
ball is still rolling middle in that scenario.
Yeah, so I'm literally just trying to buy time. That's all I'm doing.
All right, well, fantastic. Game's about to close out here. There's going to be a little bit of a scramble, but nothing too crazy. They're going to get one more to end it. But let's talk about the two important questions. I asked you these one time already. You're back for Rocket League Decision Making Season 2. Number one, would you change anything?
not suck in hitting the ball.
Okay.
I mean, it's really tough to know optimally what to do, like, with a teammate that you don't play with. So, I mean, you kind of just, like, I don't think so. I mean, he went for it a lot, so you just kind of have to, like, expect that.
Yeah.
In what you're doing. But, in regards to, like, the thought process and positioning, like, at least at this level, like, no. You know what I mean? Like, there's a couple things I picked up, like, from RLCS, and again, I failed miserably in hitting the ball, but I wasn't trying to do anything too crazy, and I was just, try not to suck, so.
Okay.
So I guess, like, the strategy and whatnot, like, I'm okay with, but, like, in terms of the mechanics and, whatnot,
okay.
that's kind of.
I'll give you a 1B. That was 1A, 1B. Do you feel like you've improved since the last video?
Yeah, I mean, at least I have some idea what I'm doing. Okay. I mean, like seeing the pros do it, you at least kind of understand the basic ideas of how to, like, attack and how to defend and, like, the certain things you can do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, we talked about the boost starving, obviously. Like, that's very important, especially for, people at lower levels that don't, like, optimize, how to use their boost. I certainly don't, but I at least try to be conscious of it. You know what I mean? So people just, like to blast that boost button, whenever they can. So, if you start them, it helps. And then another thing, too, is I think, like, playing back, just, that's another thing I kind of learned, like, a little bit, like, just kind of watching more and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if it came up a lot in this video, but, like, other videos where, like I said, I'll just kind of see what's going on before, if there's any tendencies or something, I can pick up, like, if there's an opponent that just sits in goal, like, when they're on defense, I'll try to demo. I won't do it right away, but, if I see something being set up, and just kind of, like, small stuff like that. So.
Patterns. All right, well, question number 2. Overall, on this second iteration, are you happy with the decisions you made?
Decisions, I'm happier than I would be the last time, but execution's a different matter, but
fantastic. Yeah. I appreciate you coming back. Big thank you to you. Is there anything you want to plug before we take off?
No plugs. Just, keep watching this guy. He's smart. He's good. He knows what he's talking about.
I appreciate it. What I am going to do, just because I appreciate him so much for coming back on, if you're a big fan of baseball, he enjoys baseball quite a bit. His Twitter will be down below. On that note, next time you hear from me in about 3 seconds, there's a watch on this hand, I promise. It'll be my final thoughts. All right, we are back. Final thoughts. Let's jump into it. Number 1, Tank does his best to analyze his own gameplay during game and the behaviors and patterns of his opponents. This is great to find any exploitations, weaknesses, so on and so forth. You get it. Number 2, playing off your teammates is very important. We see over and over in this game, quite often he didn't always see eye to eye with his own teammate, and that's why multiple playstyles is important to develop as you progress. And then number 3, personally, my favorite part of this was just seeing Frank's growth in Rocket League. It's only been 2 months, 3 months, but already he's doing much better, and I love how invested he's become in the Rocket League scene, and going to RLCS was an absolute blast. So big thank you to you, Frank. Appreciate it. The Tank 8925. Let's do it again sometime. And for everyone out there, thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, thumbs up. Comment down below. It would mean a lot. And subscribe for more of these. See ya real soon. Bye.